hanging out only for a few minutes. Tested my theory, proved it to be true. Now I understand what's going on. I believe I understand what's going on after listening to what others say about how stuff is run. Now I get it. The triggers are real. Yeah, out here, Southern California, Los Angeles, and around that up in that area, the fire they say it's the worst ever. The winds didn't help, but they say plenty of homes burnt down, schools. They say 5 people lost their lives. Yeah, I just got through. I was looking at Ben Mysalis Midas Touch video, and he was sharing something about old boy, uh, talking about Governor Newsom. But he don't call him governor. He call him some old derogatory name. But, y'all know Ben Masalis over on the Midas Touch. His channel information's in my description box. Y'all want to go check out his channel because he share what be going on, what's happening around the world with old boy. And he mentioned, I'm trying to think, was that the latest video? He mentioned that old boy's son, Don Jr., want say let's change DEI to DIE. This man's so grown. Why are you doing that? That's just ridiculous. But I'm just sharing what I just saw on YouTube. YouTube lets you know what's going on. But some of us shouldn't be shadow banned, picked on, attacked, abused, bullied. Because on here, some folks on here say the most, and those are the ones that need to be written of. Then I checked out the folks I watch. Y'all see most of them. Some of them are in my description box. Sharing that on Facebook. Suckerman, whatever his name is, Suckerman, whatever, I don't know. Meta, whatever they call Facebook, has decided to stop fact checking. That's what they said. They're no longer fact checking. I guess they trying to say whatever is true or not true or shouldn't be said is now allowed. Everything I say here is alleged because I could be not saying it exactly like they said it. So alleged. Everything I'm just saying is alleged. So now on Facebook, folks get to spread stuff that it's not gonna be fact checked. They gonna not, you ain't gonna know if it's true or not. They just gonna uh get in people's heads and convince people of stuff. Like a lot of our, okay, yeah, what y'all looking at it down here? That's some King Hawaiian savory buttered rolls. They are real good, moist. I mean moist. And I'll probably finish eating these things. That's what I'm in here in this kitchen, is prepping my dinner for the day, getting the stuff I need for my dinner. That's why I'm in here. So that's the rolls. That's the grocery chat. I'm talking to y'all about the groceries and stuff because that's what this channel is about. But sometimes I go in and talk about what I see going on the social media. Like Dang, and then when I do that, I lose my train of thought. But I was talking about the Facebook, I guess. Facebook now, they're no longer fact checking what's being said over there. And I heard they was shadow banning over there too. What can you do? Yep. And then as I watch Roland Martin, he has the son of Isaac Hayes has this app called Fanbase, and I'm trying to check it out. I have to really check it out because it's called Fanbase. So I imagine you need some fans in order to prosper over there. But I got to check it out and see what that's about. Because they say there ain't going to be no shadow banning over there. All this stuff going on these other platforms. They say it's going to be cool on the fan base if y'all ain't heard. So I'm going to check that out. Because if fan base ain't going to do that, I'm going to leave and go to fan base. But it's called fan base. You need some fans in order to get down over there. You got to have some kind of people that are interested in your content. Same thing over here. You ain't got no fans. You rely on the content creator subscriber because you can get some fans over here. I imagine on Facebook, these platforms, you get some fans, some visitors, passy-bys, looky-loos, trolleys. Now, old fan base is saying you got to have some fans, I guess, in order for that to work out. I guess it's no different than over here, but I have to check it out. But yeah, so without folks being fact checked over there on Facebook, I guess it's gonna be quite interesting. The propaganda, the information being shared over there, they're gonna have a bunch of folks believing in a bunch of stuff. Then you got the AI thing, cause that AI thing is something else. Make you look like you doing and saying stuff that's not really you. Hmm. But yep, a lot of people like are going to be conditioned, brainwash program, like a lot of black folks, brainwash program, conditioned from years of being shown stuff and made to believe certain stuff. Like I told y'all, you didn't know, TV went off at midnight. It didn't stay on 24 hours like it do now. And all the conditioning, like when I was young, the TV didn't have any. Well, I remember Julia. Um, Let me think. Diane Carroll. Rest in peace, Diane Carroll. I think that was the only black show I remember, really, if that. The rest of the stuff was on TV, was nothing but Brady Bunch, all that kind of stuff. Flintstones, cartoons and stuff. But what I'm saying, there wasn't no black shows on TV back in the day. And I remember later on, then they had Good Times, and I remember that picture of the white Jesus. My point is, everything being shared and shown was conditioned to have you believe that this one race was inferior. It's was supreme, and all that conditioning made certain folks have an inferiority complex. I believe that's what it is. Because when you get around some people, when they get around white folks, they feel uncomfortable and less than because conditioned and brainwashed to believe certain stuff. All that went down. Nowadays, It's a good thing that these young folks today don't see all one thing and being taught to learn that this one race is your superior race. But that's what it was. And then they say black folks inferior. Miss Janita, why do you always come on here talking about that stuff? Because it happens in all the all most of them channels I watch. They share racism is still going on. And folks say, quit talking about it, just caused division. Excuse me, who's causing the division? But it is. A lot of folks don't understand. You be conditioned to believe that this is how it's supposed to be and it should continue. And that's why these folks behaving like that, because they want that to continue. But they call stuff woke and talking about snapping out of the inferiority complex where folks believe that they are beneath people and you should fear the white race and all that stuff. Those days are gone. Nope. So when you get in the presence of them, you don't feel less than. How that conditioning brainwash was, oh my God, for years. And then I understand why that lady, I can't think of her name right now, would say black folks are suffering from PTSD. And so come all the conditioning and all the crap that black folks had to go through. And this mind control thing, they still put it out there and people still fall for the okey doke. It's crazy. Still fall for the okey doke. Who was talking about the psychological thing? I think that was Tabitha channel, where they say they experiment, they do it the psychological way, where tear people down, help people convince people to believe stuff, and then they get to doing what they want to believe them to believe, and it destroys everything. Look at MAGA. Look at Musk, MAGA. Oh boy, fighting amongst each other because they believe one thing and the other must believe something else. And these are all trigger words I bet on here. Oh my God, it's crazy. What time is it? It's 7 o'clock in the morning over here in Southern California. Gloomy, chilly, very chilly, cold. Oh, the water would just come down. But yep, that's all it is. It's brainwashing, putting stuff in your head, making you feel a certain way. And some folks still conditioned. That's a tragedy. And then I'm up here, I'm watching, okay, I'm watching Michi X. I don't know if I got Michi X in my doggone description box, but Michi X is something else. She'll wake you up. Because I was looking at her channel, she heard about the white woman that was torturing and hurting those black preemie babies in the NICU. I didn't know that. I guess she was saying one of the babies was uh, had more than one bone broken and all that stuff. One of the babies died. I didn't know none of that. But like I said, everything I'm saying is alleged. Folks sharing that story about the white woman, 26 years old. She in jail right now. She tried to get out on bail. My God, that's a disturbed person. That's a disturbing thing for a person to do. Let me correct myself. That's a disturbing thing for a person to do. Because you in a preemie, mm, around preemies, and you torturing the preemie babies, black babies, and it's like demon, just like them guys that tortured Robert Brooks. I ain't gonna stop saying it. Why should I? Y'all condition the heck out of us. Let me condition the heck out of you. And you keep hearing it. Like we had to keep hearing that stuff y'all put black folks through. Brainwashing so much that after the stimuli so long, y'all know the stimuli. When they take an animal, put them in a cage, and the cage is electrified, they want the animal to do something, so they keep shocking it until it no longer stop. It'll start doing what you want it to do because it don't want to be shocked no more. Yep. So all these things existing right now, and y'all trying to say ain't no racism in the world anymore. Please, it's an anti-black all over the place. But shoot, we ain't the only ones. It's anti. It's yeah. It exists. It exists. Cause that child was young. I don't know if I got Michi X. Cause y'all go check her video. Wow. But yeah, all the conditioning. Oh, we don't want to hear all of the vision. Well, we had to be conditioned for years and years and years and years and years. And thank God, break out of the brainwashing and fearing white folks and feeling inferior and all that old crazy stuff. Can you imagine? This went, oh man, and it's still trying to go down with their own people. They do it to their own people 24/7. Condition, brainwash, psychological, I guess you say warfare, a way to control the people. You keep putting stuff in their mind until they entirely believe it. Like the husband in the bed with another woman, and his wife or mate come in and see it, and they tell him, "You can't believe your lying ass. You don't see what you're seeing. That's not happening." Really? Yep. Going down, going down. And now these folks still trying their best to brainwash, control black folks. But they do it to their own folks. Because, Lord Jesus. Mm. But like I say, I came here to prep my dinner. I'm not hungry for breakfast. Shoot. I'll get back in my bed under my electric blanket. Go look at my show that just I see popped up. I guess now I see they come on Thursday. But yeah, folks got to be careful what they listen to. And now on Facebook, they not gonna fact check stuff. So you got to figure it out for yourself if you want to believe that or not. Cause some people just miserable, unhappy, touched, and they gonna want to believe it anyway just because they miserable, mean, don't have any direction, purpose, might be unloved, don't have no one but hate, and they gonna believe it and spread the lie. And shoot, if you don't know better, you gonna accept the lie and live by the lie. Wow. Unbelievable. Black folks, PTSD, post traumatic stress disorder. All them long days, crime, a sin, tragedy that need to be what people need to be accountable, but it ain't gonna happen because folks looking for reparation, all that stuff. We need more than reparation. A big giant apology sign, and then some more. But they want to destroy all that. They say, "Who? We can't do black folks like we used to do them back in the day. Now we just gotta take them down any way we can. Now we mess with the DEI thing. Um, get rid of that. Don't let these companies have any diversity, equity, or inclusion. Stop black, brown, and anybody else other than white folks from succeeding. They pick on us and blame others for their failures. This all go on in today, and they tell me ain't no racism, ain't no problem. The very conditioned one, you still conditioned. And you get attack me or get offended by what I say. I'm sharing what's going on, what I see on the YouTube. Thank you for YouTube for having folks on there that actually give information that folks can learn and see the truth. And people don't like that, so they shadow ban you and whatever else they probably do to you, to their channels, to prevent information from getting out. Nobody wants to tell. When people want to do evil, they try to prevent the ones that want to stop it. Shoot. But no way, no way. Lots of folks are being informed. They out there. Like that Robert Brooks thing. And they say they didn't know their camera was on. Lord, the camera's on and folks, things being exposed. What they say, Cat Williams, when he was on, what's it called, the show? Cat Williams said, lots of stuff gonna be exposed. Not that Cat Williams is some kind of, you know, a person that, or some kind of, I can't think of the word I want to use right now, but that's what they said when Cat was on, what's it called, the show, saying all kind of stuff gonna be exposed in 2025. Uh-huh. I was looking at somebody's video and they were saying P. Diddy is about to share a list of names that he supposed to say that were in cahoots with him with all that stuff happening to young children. I don't know if that's true, but it's stuff going on. But and I guess them folks don't want their name out there, so I don't know. But yeah, people, all the conditioning and the brainwashing and the controlling and the programming y'all put black folks through. Oh my goodness, and still trying to do this to this day. People fed up. That's the what I'm getting from the streets on the social media. People, black folks fed up. Fed up to here. And now you go like that. Like that, I told y'all about that fire chief, the white fire chief man that had a meltdown and attacked verbally attacked the black woman who just was minding her business and just wanted to get around, and he blocking traffic. Like I said, instead of him moving out the way and letting her go on, getting the blackness out of his eyesight, he just, I don't know, he must have had a terrible day because he took it out on her. Because he could have moved out the way and she could have been gone. And he could have, you know, carried on whatever he was doing, whatever was bothering him. Because it definitely wasn't her. He just took his anger out on her. And the best way he knew to do it was to try that inferiority crap. Let me talk to you in this way so you can remember who you are and what place you need to be in. I'm going to remind your black ashtray who you are, and what you ain't. That's the brainwashing. That's the conditioning. Let me tell you this, that, and other. I don't know how old that black woman was that he was talking to like crazy like that, but that's all it is. Make you try to convince you this is you, and this is what you. This is all you ever gonna be. Ain't it crazy? Crazy. And I don't know how old that black person could have been. A young person, just totally like, what is wrong with this white man? Why is he saying this? What is he trying to do? Trying to convince her that she's supposed to be a monkey, a wild animal, inferior, and less than him in his world. And I would have loved to see if they could find that woman and see what went through her mind as he did all that ranting and raving and having a meltdown. His hate was strong. He couldn't let her just go by. He had to put her in her place. Let her black ashtray self know that this is me and that's you. Mm. But that's what's going on in the world. And every time when you say all these things, the white folks that really, I don't know, they conditioned to death too. They'll say, "Oh, you're just trying to divide and separate." Troublemaker. No, it's not us. We're not doing that. Please. Been going on for years. Still trying y'all look to try to do it still today. Black people are not inferior. They don't belong in cotton fields. We are not monkeys. We don't hate the way certain people hate. We don't have that spirit. No, we don't have such a spirit. A lot of race don't. I don't know. I don't know. I better keep it to where I'm going, but we don't have such a spirit. That's an evil spirit that treats people like that, trying to keep convincing black folks you less than, you not, you are nothing, and then get mad at you. Apparently, we must be something because you always trying to bring us down. Look at the DEI thing. You always try to bring us down. You always try to throw a wrench in there and mess things up because it must be something different going on. Because why you do your hardest, try your hardest to make it so hard for a black person. You want to remove all opportunity. You don't want to compete. You don't have, and why is it such? I don't know. Which it's just so crazy. The jealous, the hate. That's all it is. Now you showing your true self about who you are as a person. You don't want to do the work, put in the work to be competitive. You just want it handed to you. You don't want to see the black person doing better than you because now they showing on all these videos where you see a black person in power, you start judging and criticizing and hating because you see a black person in an authoritative position where they can tell you what to do, but you so brainwashed you think only you supposed to tell black folks what to do because you've been conditioned to believe that crap all your life. Yeah, that's what's going on. So now, I just don't get how they convincing these big corporations to get rid of the DEI, unless in some of the people in the, allegedly, like I told you, everything I'm saying is alleged, because I don't even know why I'm saying alleged. It's just alleged, okay? But anyway, maybe some of them corporations are in the organizations of those people that don't like the DEI, saying uh, it hurts white folks. What they said about y'all? What must say about y'all? Y'all don't have the intelligence, the know-how to get educated, learn how to do something. So you blaming the DEI and saying black folks standing in y'all way of getting somewhere. Like back in the days of slavery, the white women, they what they say, lazy, too lazy to breastfeed their own babies. They had black women. Some of y'all probably don't even know about that. If y'all don't do read history and find out. I ain't saying I know a lot of nothing, which I don't. But the stuff I do, figure out and find out about, I share. But back in the day of slavery, the white women had the black women breastfeeding their babies. The breast milk was good enough. I guess they hated black folks, but you had them sucking the breasts of the black woman, feeding your babies because you didn't want to do it. Crazy. And you call black folks lazy. That's another condition, a derogatory conditioning, because how you calling the black man lazy? And you had them all out in the cotton fields all the time. You talking about going to cotton fields? That's labor. That's work. Cause y'all didn't want to do it. So you had the black man doing all your chores, but you call us lazy. But we were doing all the chores. The black folks back there were doing all your chores while you laid up. Then you had relations with the black slave women and had all the children, and the wives would take it out on the black slave woman. And it was just madness back then. All that went on. All kind of cruelty went on back then. But yeah, you call the black man lazy, but you got him doing all the chores, sun up to sundown, maybe 24/7. Ain't no telling. Just evil. But black folks lazy, doing all your chores. Now we don't do your chores anymore. It's so much stuff. Like, if I know I can put it into words, if give me a minute. But I know I listen, go to these other folks' channels, and they'll say something, and that helped me get what I'm trying to say out. But the folks, they already, they know what's going on, the black folks. And I'm glad to know of their channels. And I go over there and I watch and see what's going on. Because they got some smart black folks. And shoot, I would love to be in them folks' company. Karen Hunter, she talked about how they get together. I got to watch that video again because she said they be talking about all kind of stuff. And Nubians, Karen Hunter called them Nubians. Love it. But yeah, it's all about control, brainwashing, all that old stuff. To hold something over people. And if you don't know better, it's going to keep on working. And I just remember as a young person having a fear. I don't know, when I was around white folks, and I would have a fear this is when I'm young now. And I wasn't even a slave, physically a slave to a slave work. But this passed down to black folks. You feared them. And I don't. My parents never said fear white folks. I don't know. Maybe I seen many movies they doing stuff. I don't know. But that's the thing right there. The fear. And when you understand what's going on, shoot, man. And what you say? What you fearing them for? Evil. The evil. That's the only reason. Because you seen what happened in slavery. How they treated them as in black folks, beating them with whips, chopping, cutting stuff off, strange fruit hanging from the tree, all that kind of stuff. So nightmares from all that. So yeah, you're scary. But then, shoot, when you know better what it's all about, those days over for a lot of us. Thinking, oh, you better. No, you're not better. Because if you was, you wouldn't be so angry and hateful when you see black folks in authoritative positions or have a great job or whatever. A lot of y'all got great jobs, nice homes, but I guess these are the ones that must talk about what must call the MAGA people stupid, unintelligent, weak, and he used the R word too, lazy. And he called them racist. Most racist, he called them racist too. But yeah, those are the inferior ones that demand DEI is gone. Those are the inferior ones. You inferior because you weak. Basically, that's what it's all boiling down to. When you put in a theory perspective, it's like, oh, You're inferior. Cause why you so mad that you don't have this job or you ain't getting that? You see black folks uh just living their lives, best lives, whatever they doing, and you get pissed. Like you don't have the same opportunity. Ben had the opportunity. What shoot. I don't get it. I get it, but blame it on the black person, blame it on the brown people. You guys standing in our way. Only ones standing your, that's the inferior ones, the ones that must talk about. Cause the rich ones, they doing what they doing. They buying up everything, controlling. I hear the rich ones buying up all the property, houses, and raising the rent and stuff. And y'all focusing on what black folks doing. You need to be focusing on what the rich folks doing. You're focusing on the wrong thing. That's what I mean. They got you conditioned and brainwashed, paying attention to the wrong thing. It's a distraction. Y'all need to be looking at why you can't afford stuff. Because look what the rich people doing. They raising it. Yeah, but mm, that's going on. That's going on. But what I'm cooking today, I didn't even share. Today we're having chili mac, and I'm gonna make me some candy yams to go with it because I like candy yams with my any type of spaghetti dish, and that's what I'm cooking today. I gotta prep everything, especially that my meat ain't frozen, that kind of stuff. But that's what we eating today. I'm about to go in here and look at my program in a few minutes. I'm just hanging out here. Did my theory. I'm finding out. I see in the beginning of going live, uh, it was cool, sort of whatever was going on in the beginning. And then as time went on, the shadow ban, you know, went into full effect. And things started changing now as I'm live. It was strange comments, strange channel names, bullying, all that kind of stuff. All this craziness was going on. And I ain't saying it stopped because